guys. Today on W&L Review, we're going to be reviewing two movies. Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Lightning Thief, and Percy Jackson, the Sea Monsters. Or Sea of Monsters, excuse me. And I will let my daughter start off.
Okay, so the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief, in my opinion, was a really good movie that the entire family can enjoy. Kids can enjoy it because it's more, I would say, kind of more kid-based. There's no language whatsoever, so that's not anything to worry about, and adults can enjoy it too because there's a lot of action, so it keeps you on your toes and it keeps you interested in it throughout the entire film. There's not really any dull moments that I can recall. So, if you haven't seen this movie, you really should, because I don't know who wouldn't like it personally, but then again, I'm sure there's someone out there who doesn't like it. But I really enjoyed it. I'll let my mom tell you her opinion.
Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Lightning Thief is a very good movie. It took us a while to watch it. It's been a movie that I've been wanting to watch for quite a while. However, like I said, it took us a little while to watch it. It is very action-packed. It's not your stereotypical teenage movie in that it's not, you don't feel as an adult kind of cheated in that, or like it's some sort of like fluff stuff. It's very entertaining. It has funny parts in it. It is action packed. It has a lot of good CGI. I mean, across the board, it's a really good, fantastical movie. If you like superheroes or you like mythical, like mythical gods and things like that, this is definitely up that alley or down that alley, however you want to say it. I would definitely recommend it for kids of all ages, young and old, and definitely think that it's one that you could watch again and again and not have a problem with watching it over. The next movie we're going to talk about is Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, and I will let my daughter start off.
Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters was very similar in how much I enjoyed it to the first movie. I I like them both really, I really like them both, but if I had to choose a favorite, the first one is my favorite personally. I don't know what it is necessarily about the second movie, it's just not quite as enjoyable as the first one was for me. Could be just because it was a sequel, and sequels kind of have a reputation of not always living up to the first movie, but nevertheless, it was still a really good movie that I would still recommend and I still enjoy and would enjoy watching again. Just not quite as good as the first one. And I feel like in that movie there were some parts that weren't fully explained, or they were explained in a way that kids might not understand fully depending on how old they are. Because I know some parts were hard for me personally to understand just because they weren't really explained very well. It was explained like scattered out, and there were still holes in how they explained certain parts. But other than that, I'd still say it was a really good movie.
I would have to agree with my daughter. The first movie by far was hands down a lot better. Um, they the I want to say not the apprentice, but the person that Percy, it was like, I guess his superior or something. Anyways, in the original movie it was played by Pierce Brosnan, And in the second movie, they replaced Pierce Brosnan with somebody else. And so that was it was like, who's this guy? And then you realize it's the same guy. It's the same character played by a different person. Um, there were, most of everybody else was in the same. Were playing the same characters. Um, it's just the acting was not up as quite up to top as the first movie. It still was an enjoyable movie. It still had good CGI, still had good action and things like that, but it was just not quite up to par as the first movie. But you may agree with us and you may totally disagree with us. You may like both the movies equally or more or less than we did, and that is completely fine. If you guys like what we have to say, hit that like, subscribe, give us a comment, let us know what you think. And give us a comment and let us know what kind of movies or TV shows you'd like us to review. And with that, guys, we're going to say see you later, and we'll see you next week. Bye!